Today we had come for a drive to Chamundi Hills in Mysore. After I think like the first time and after the lockdown, we have come out for an outing as a family. So we just had breakfast. We cooked our breakfast and came. We had our breakfast and yeah, so many of our friends who have been homeschooling or who have started to think of homeschooling these days had asked me about our schedule for a day. That means like how a homeschooling day looks for the Lobos. So I thought like on the way we would take a video, shoot a video and like tell you how our homeschooling day goes. Yeah, normally I get up around 4:30, 4:45 in the morning. Also the three elder children who are 14, 11 and 10 years wakes up with me. They will get ready and start their classes. Normally they do the maths at 5 o'clock and till 6:15 they will work. And then we have mass at 6:30 in our parish. So next is like they when they get up itself they'll get ready for the mass, dress up and then sit for study. So it's only like 300 or 400 meters to walk to the church. So we just 6:15 we go to the church for mass and then we come back. Come back around 7:10 maximum 7:15 and we all go for our personal prayer. So we take a little time, children take half an hour till 7:45 to do our personal prayer. Then we have breakfast at 8 o'clock. And normally after the breakfast, not just before the breakfast, they'll be setting their bed. They will put the things whatever they want to put back. So they do a little bit of personal chores, clean their home school, the room they study. All these things they do. And just after they finish their breakfast, between 8:30 and 9 o'clock, they get back to their the major chunk of the study. That is it is scheduled as 9 to 1 o'clock. So then this is the schedule I am talking about the elder three children. So the younger three are 6, 4.5 and 3. So they get to work only at 10 o'clock. So from 9 to 10 o'clock I may take some calls if I have some important work, but the children will complete their maths and then start doing their subject, whatever subject, either it would be writing, to learn words, meanings, or any subject they do. So by 10 o'clock, I get the 6-year-old and 4.5-year-old for their study. So they will spend 1 to 1.5 hours, 5 days a week, where the elder children have 6 days a week. So from 10 to 11:30 or 11 o'clock, as they finish their work, they can move. That's a schedule for the little children. So I give them writing, I have taught them numbers. They have started learning words. So the elder one learns words, now 2-letter words, 3-letter words. The elder one, who's 6 years old, has started with the words. So she learns the words. Then I take some reading. They go through the alphabet books and certain materials which I have. And I sometimes teach them some rhymes. So that is their schedule. The other three, elder three, doing their work till 1 o'clock. Normally they will finish. The youngest, who is 10 years old, normally will finish the work by 1 o'clock. So the 14-year-old maybe have some work pending if she has got a test scheduled unit test or a test schedule, she may take some time more to study in the afternoon. That is like no, till from 1:30 to again 3 o'clock. So normally we don't have work after 3 o'clock. Normally, until unless like no, I have some work and I was like no busy and they did not finish their work for a continuous for 2 weeks and all. They were not completing their schedule. Then I will get them. Probably that's kind of a punishment actually. I'll get them to work even after 3 o'clock. That's very rare. And after 3 o'clock, they have time for their like no, they spend. We have a chapel since we are part of Santhana community, so they spend little time in the chapel. The rest of the time is theirs. They have their music practice. Normally after 1:30 itself, they will take time for music, crafts. We make rosaries. So sometimes once in a while, like no, we sit down to make rosaries together as a family. Then they have their playtime till 6:30. So 6:30 is the time for dinner for all the children, and we also have dinner at 7 o'clock. So then after dinner, within 15 minutes, 7 to 7:15, we get back to our family prayer, which will be there until 8 o'clock. And after 8 o'clock, the children have to go to sleep. Only Judy has an excuse till 9 o'clock. Normally she'll also go to sleep at 8:30. So if she's got some work or like no, she normally writes a diary, so she may sit to write a diary till 9 o'clock. But if we don't have any guests or any programs, normally children retire to bed, everybody, before 9 o'clock. That's why, because early to bed, only then you can rise early. So that is a philosophy we have took. This aspect we take care that we retire to sleep very early and we try to get up early. Even my little children who are below 6, they will get up by 6:30. Now I am not able to take them for mass because of the rules of COVID-19 since it is lockdown. Otherwise, they also normally join with us for mass. So that is the schedule. We are part of Santhana community, which had actually brought in a kind of discipline in our lives, which made it very easy for us to do homeschooling. It was Father Dheeraj who had actually inspired us to do homeschooling for our children, because as he traveled around the world, he got to see homeschooling and he found that it is very good. So we normally spend only 5.5, 6 hours on a regular schedule to study 5 days a week and like 3 hours on Saturdays. But the rest of the day, like kind of 1 o'clock, we come for lunch, and the rest of the day till 6:30 we go for breakfast. 8 o'clock is like we use that time to like take care of the rest of our activities. The study time is only an intellectual activity, but we have 5 different major aspects that are the physical aspect, the intellectual aspect, emotional aspect, the social aspect, and the spiritual aspect. Most of the times we see in schooling, normal traditional schooling, we give a lot of importance for the intellectual aspect. That means like we have homework, we have study time at home itself, and the major chunk of our time of the day we spend in school. That means like major portion of the time we dedicate only for intellectual development. What is happening to the physical development, social, emotional, and spiritual? Most of our children are not cared in that way. We take a little effort to really bring a balance in all these aspects. They get a lot of time to play. They get time to do chores at home. They have to do, because my eldest daughter, after 4 o'clock, she has to take care of all the dishes at home. After the tea and dinner, they have to take care of the dishes at home. And they have to take care of their like cleaning their rooms and the study room which they study. So that's the physical activity. They go out to play, they go out to ride cycle, like more than 2.5 hours, 4 to 6:30 they are out. They are not inside the house. And emotional, no, we like no, we relate to each other. We sit, we have family meetings, and there are space for you to communicate. So we take care of that aspect, how we emotionally grow. And socially, no, they go out, they play with their friends around in the park, they play with neighbors, they spend, we travel a lot. Since it is lockdown, that's not possible, otherwise we travel together to go to different places, to give programs together, we explore the world together. So they grow socially. And spiritually, we spend quality time for spiritual activities, because ultimately spirituality is what actually gives them strength. So we take care of all these 5 aspects of life. We try to balance. It's an effort. We are not people who are very perfect, you can do like no things, but then like trying to do as far as we know, the trying to do it to do to the best, so that our children will also benefit, as well as we can be a model to others. So all these 10 years of homeschooling was a wonderful journey, and I love the homeschooling journey. There were always ups and downs. There were times where I felt, no, I can't go ahead. As a homeschooling mother, where I felt that, no, it's really difficult. No, it's not possible for me. But most of the times it was like, no, we had that freedom. We had a lot of opportunity to explore as a family, relate as a family, bind as a family. So there were a lot of beautiful things which happened. Thank you.